Hi everyone! I'm Melena, an Ilocana millennial housewife living on the island of Mindanao. Naisip ko lately na medyo boring pala talaga yung mga vlogs ko kapag walang voiceover. Kaya naman, gumawa ako ng almost 5-minute video so I can do a voiceover while telling my own realizations about marriage life. For those who don't know me, I married my husband at the age of 26 years old. For some, masyadong bata, pero para sa akin, wala na akong papatunayan because I achieved my goals naman at a young age. And so, I think that was the best time to settle down with my longtime boyfriend. Before we got married, dahil sa naging kasalanan sa akin ng husband ko nung magjowa-jowa pa lang kami, I learned how to be the leader of a relationship. Inaamin ko, masyado akong naging toxic before. From walang pakialam sa social media accounts ng boyfriend ko noon to naging masyadong pakialamera sa social media accounts niya. Trust issues pa, ganun, charing. Kidding aside, nadala ko ito when we got married until in our first 3 years of being married. Hindi ko alam nangyari sa mindset ko because before we got married, napangaralan naman ako ng mga magulang ko that husbands would be the leader of the family. Pero baka dahil naging blinded na ako sa reality because of what happened to us in the past, na natatakot ako baka magkamali siya kapag siya yung naging leader and mapahamak yung family namin. Aware ba kayo guys sa cognitive distortions? Yung isa sa mga examples niya ay yung shooting and masting. Ito yung tuwing may iuutos ako or sasabihin ako sa kanya, palaging may should, must, at dapat. For example, dapat tratuhin mo ako ng ganito, dapat ganito yung gawin mo, dapat ganito, ganyan, should, laging may must, ang toxic, diba? Parang lumalabas, nagger. And so then I realized na mas okay pala yung demand because demand is better than command. Kasi when we say demand, hinihingin natin yun sa kanila. But when we say command, gusto natin ibigay talaga nila yun sa atin. Actually, ang nangyari, nagkabaliktad yung mga roles namin. Ako na housewife, gusto ko maging leader. And ako yung taga-decide sa lahat. At siya naman, bilang husband, siya yung tagahawak ng savings. He would just give me an allowance monthly for myself and then the rest he would keep. Not until we argued a lot to the point na lumala yung depression ko dahil ang dami na nangyayari sa amin and I needed to take meds again and attend some therapy sessions. A part of my sessions, sinasama siya for him to know how to handle my situation. Then one day, our therapist informed us why not to try to attend Rekindle in Bukidnon. It's a 3-day and 2-night marriage retreat in Bukidnon. And guess what? We attended the retreat. And to my surprise, sinampal ako ng paulit-ulit ng katotohanan na in reality talaga, I shouldn't be the leader. It should be my husband. And ako, bilang isang housewife, ay nasa gedli-gedli lang, taga-cheer ba? Char. Ano yan? Basketball championship. The reality was, a husband should be the head of the family and me as a wife should be his supporter. Hindi pwedeng dalawa ang leader kasi confusing yon lalo na kapag may mga anak na kayo. So now, naging peaceful ang pagsasama namin because natutunan namin yung roles namin bilang spouse. Sabi nga sa Bible, Ephesians chapter 5 verse 23, "For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body of which he is the Savior." Meaning, this verse is often interpreted to mean that the husband is called to be the leader of the family, just as Christ is the leader and Savior of the church. So hanggang dyan lang muna for today. Thank you for listening and watching. Till on my next video. Bye everyone!